Field of Dreams has the most iconic and quotable line in history, but everyone says it wrong. In the history of iconic movie lines, few things have topped Darth Vader saying, "Luke, I am your father," or Hannibal Lecter saying, "Hello, Clarice," except for one small problem. Those aren't the actual quotes from Star Wars. Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back or The Silence of the Lambs. The real ones are basically the same, so it doesn't matter, but there is a more egregious example of everyone getting a classic movie quote wrong. We're talking about the ghostly message that Kevin Costner's Ray Kinsella receives in the 1989 father-son classic Field of Dreams, which is not, "If you build it, they will come. If you build it, he will come." It's easy to see why people get the quote wrong, since it is basically the point that Jones' Terrence Mann makes, and he is eventually proven right. Ray builds the baseball field, and at the end of the movie, people come to see it. His passion is rewarded by the arrival of all these people who love baseball as much as he does. The incorrect quote, "If you build it, they will come," seems to be referring to the idea that if you put in the work and do something you're passionate about, it will find an audience, whether we're talking about building a baseball diamond in your cornfield or something more normal like starting a podcast. It's a nice sentiment, and one that the movie does support, but it's not the quote, and that's not what the quote means. The real quote is, "If you build it, he will come," which initially seems to refer to disgraced ballplayer Shoeless Joe Jackson, a real guy who was banned from baseball for throwing the 1919 World Series, and the first ghost to appear to Ray. At the end of the movie, though, Shoeless Joe repeats the message, putting the emphasis on he, and Ray realizes that one of the baseball ghosts is actually his father. Ray calls him Dad, and the two play catch, allowing Ray to see his father in a new light and allowing the two of them to bond in a way they didn't when the man was still alive. It's heartwarming. So it's not exactly the same sort of follow your dreams encouragement, but that doesn't mean the big line from this entry in Costner's baseball trilogy isn't still a useful quote to remember. For example, how about when you're working on some kind of magical project that will help you reconnect with a dead loved one? Like, maybe if you really put your heart into your podcast or whatever, a relative who you were never able to make a meaningful connection with will appear as a literal ghost.